Tattoos are permanent body art, a lifelong investment into your appearance, a way to hold on to something with you forever, capturing your mindset and displaying it. Needles depositing ink into your skin. Overall, a beautiful medium. My name is Kheara. Today is April 18th, 2023, and I'm getting my first tattoo in 2 days. Before I booked an appointment, 2 years ago, I asked myself, if I were to get a tattoo, what would it be of? I thought about it seriously for a while. I knew what I didn't want, something random, a joke tattoo, a basement stick and poke, a small dainty tattoo, characters or a portrait, script of any kind, something basic or too complicated and packed with excessive detail. I didn't want something that looked cool but had no meaning. It had to be standalone, easily understandable, and something that represents who I am. I thought of what I liked, what was consistent throughout my life. Narrowing it down, it was pretty obvious. Only one thing came to mind: my pet snake, Jake the Snake.
And the perfect match was made. Jumped into his arms to say, dude, what's up? Sanjay and Craig.
My first independent pet, the oldest and coolest. How could I not get a tattoo of him? Jake is the subject. Now where's it gonna be and in what style? I wanted something visible, so it had to be my arm. I don't plan on getting anything else tattooed on my arm or making a sleeve, so I wanted it to be big. At 10 years old, Jake is 3 feet long. I usually wrap him around my neck when I take him out. He likes it, I'm warm, and he gets it chilled like a necklace. Just so cute.
Get a little sugar now.
He also loves to ball up in this skull hide I got him, so I wanted him to be slithering out of that. The whole concept will be from my left shoulder blade to my wrist. His head will be around my wrist and then wrap around up my arm, coming from the eye hole of the skull on my shoulder blade. For the style, I wanted black and gray illustrative realism, an overhead view like a flat cartoony look, with his actual pattern and sections of individual scale work. I'm hoping this makes me 20% cooler. Then I did some research for inspiration. These are some I thought were nice and some I thought were more accurate to what I wanted and what would work for me. For the things I didn't like, cross-hatching, undershadow, or any excessive shading, hyper detailed and realistic, and a tangled flow. This will be my first tattoo, and it's going to be pretty sizable. It's also going to be completed over multiple sessions. I watched a lot of tattoo content when I first got into the idea, and again recently because I booked an appointment. I watched videos of cover-ups, advice, fails, apprenticeships, red flags, and memes. Inked treacle tats, I watched every tattoo enthusiast reacts: Pony Lawson, hayleetattooer, Roly, James Withee, and Celle. I was reading this BL memoir called Mad Dog by Haribo. First, it's a really good read. So far, I'm on chapter 45, and I highly recommend. Especially if you're into boys' love about gangster mafia drama. I was giggling and kicking my feet. Anyway, one of the main characters, Kwansi Hyuk, is hot. And he has a snake tattoo wrapped around his left arm. Please ignore these compromising positions. These are the only shots I could find showing his tattoo. I'm so sorry. This has no relevance to my tattoo because I found it after I decided what I wanted, but I think it's a nice coincidence. Must be a sign. I made a Google Doc of all the information I would need. Compiled a list of artists' work I liked, my measurements, likes, dislikes, reference photos, and questions. I had consultations with some artists around my area. I brought my sister, Dora, along for support and a second opinion. She went through an ink master phase, so I knew she was qualified. I needed availability on Monday through Wednesday. because those are my days off. But most tattoo shops open late and are closed Monday. I was planning on getting my tattoo in May, but I'm visiting my other sister, the eldest, Egypt, and I didn't want to complicate my schedule. The artist I chose had one available day in April, so I decided to do it a month early. The average price, when I explained what I wanted, was $2,000 to $3,000 in total. My deposit is $150, and for each session, $850, estimated 3 sessions for a total of $2,550. It's on a Thursday, so I'm taking a day off of work. My appointment is from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For aftercare, I bought unscented antibacterial soap, unscented lotion, healing ointment, and knockoff Saniderm. The other day, I went out with my mom to get our nails done, and I got this neon yellow to match my work vest. She got like this rose orange, and we were chatting, and she told me to rethink and not to get this tattoo. She disapproves officially and said I'm gonna ruin my body and I better wear long sleeves when I visit. I hope it goes well and wish me luck. Today is the 22nd, 2 days after my appointment. I just got off work, so I'm making this update. On the 20th, I woke up at 7:45 a.m., brushed my teeth and showered, ate apple pie, made breakfast on a bun, and had an orange. I was wearing sweatpants, an undershirt, and a long sleeve button up so I can put it on backwards and still be warm while being tattooed. The night before, I packed the backpack I was gonna take. In it was a skull hide for reference, my retainer, headphones, notepad and pencil, dry erase marker, lotion, deodorant, my glasses case, measuring tape, charger, mints, a stress ball, $750 in cash, 3 water bottles, and snacks. My appointment was at 10 a.m., but I got there 10 minutes early at 9:50. I was waiting for my artist to set up, so I was just chilling in the lobby watching Kakegurui on Kiss Anime. She called me into her workspace, and we started brainstorming. I had my references and inspiration ready. We spent a lot of time thinking of how Jake was going to flow on my arm. She drew it in green Sharpie, and I kept it on because I thought it looked cool. She took a picture of the skull at the angle I wanted, then did the outline, printed a stencil in a couple different sizes. I chose the one which was most accurate. Then she stamped the stencil on to see where I liked the placement. She used a 14 round shader, a 14 round liner, and a 15 curved mag. Before we started, I ate my applesauce, and at 12:53, she did the first line. It hurt a lot. She was stabbing me, but after a while, I got used to the rhythm of her tattooing, wiping, and redipping. At 1:08, she finished the outline. It still hurt, but it was bearable. At some points, I was even half asleep, so it wasn't that bad. I had her take pictures after every step because I can't check my own back, so I needed a way to see it. I ate some white chocolate. At 1:26, she outlined the shading. Then we had a bathroom and lunch break. I ate the sandwich my sister Dora's girlfriend made. It was extra spicy. At 2:26, she finished the first round of shading. I had some butterscotch. At 2:37, she completed the second round of shading and completed the skull. We left the right eye and path up the skull clear for the snake. We were done at 2:45. We went to the front desk and she explained the drop in price and time. I paid $230 for a total of $380 for the skull. She explained the aftercare. I leave the Saniderm on for 3 days, then wash and moisturize twice a day until fully healed. Most of the healing occurs in the first 24 hours, and the Saniderm takes care of that. So basically, I over-prepared and didn't need to buy all that stuff. We scheduled my next appointment for June 6th. It's going to be a full session just tattooing the snake, and we should be completing the tattoo entirely. So for dinner, I went with Dora to pick up 3 orders of lemon chicken, egg drop soup, and a side of ginger chicken wontons. She wanted cupcakes from the bakery next door, and it started to hail. We should have drove home instead because it was only a minute away, but we had to hole up in the bakery for a bit. Even the lights were flickering. At least we got free cupcakes. We got home soggy. We ate the lemon chicken and talked about dance moms. The next day, on the 21st, I went to work and I was promoted to a full-time Blue Badge employee. I showed my tattoo to some of my coworkers and managers. Everyone was excited for me and thought it was cool. Today, on the 22nd, there was a small ink sac and it feels a little sore, but it's looking good. Today is the 23rd and it started to itch. I've been dancing the itch away.
Can you make it dance?
Well, here, let me try.
Try not to scratch it. I just watched the Super Mario movie, and tomorrow I'm taking off the Sanoderm. It currently looks like this. I didn't think being tattooed was going to be that simple. I'll do another update video when I get the snake tattooed and to see how the healing is going. I have a question. What do you wish was permanent? Anyway, that's being tatted up.